G'day, I'm David G, Sheshnag Yoga Center, Sheshnag.com. What on earth is Kundalini? The Diary of an Awakening Man, from marijuana to nirvana. Speaking of marijuana, man, looking back, I reckon that I've spent more than half of my adolescent life stoned. If you take out work and sleep, it's definitely that I've spent more than half of that time stoned. Experienced pain. I used to do it socially, and then I experienced heartbreak. Then I did it heavy, daily, for a long period of time. Sometimes I got off it. During the time I was off it, I sort of had a little bit, once a month or something, but not daily. And then I experienced trauma and go back onto it. And in that, I didn't think straight. I made a lot of unwise decisions while being stoned. Apathetic, non-feeling. In that experience, or not being able to feel because of the blanket that I've put over my pain, I've had a disconnect from my pain, so I couldn't actually cleanse it. This year's been awesome because I haven't been on it. And it's brought all these pains to the surface. I asked to cleanse my deep mind, and the feelings around me seeking adequacy through the act of sex, covering up the pain of inadequacy, insecurities. It was like putting a band-aid on an internal wound that was like leaching out, festering out, fungating, and even to try and get attention, but never got the attention it needed. Now that I'm doing the practices and I've got a consort in my life, she's totally committed. She's willing as, mate. She's like, holds me in my deepest pain. She'd even go into my deepest pain and risk drowning herself to pull me out of the darkness that I bring upon myself in victimization. To pull myself out, I know that it's up to me. It's good to have company, which is, I can't even thank her enough. The shift has to be made. Being aware that I go into the victimization stuff. Focusing on growth. Letting some things go in my mind. Dismissing them. Putting my mind onto something else. Actually using a technique to hold myself accountable, to actually show up as my highest self rather than the lowest self, all these scatty vibrations that are just not conducive to unity and peace. They're more like separateness and pain. So in that, some of the pains have been massive. I need to understand that it's not going to be an overnight process. Going from someone who was ripped and lasted an hour because he was numb to someone who's straight, trying to bring up the courage and the strength to face the pains. And in that, trying to work towards a sexual experience, not so I can be conquering and go, yeah, I did it, because that's pointless as well. More to do with opening my heart and being vulnerable, being there in the moment and feeling the experience. I need the discipline and determination to be able to see the practice through, not quit when the pains come up, still allocate time for it. The practice that I've come to appreciate at the same time as flogging the log, it's more to do with self-pleasure and feeling into the experience by just sensorially appreciating the feeling of it, bring the awareness into the fingers as well as the genitals. Circulating the breath, I've decided that I'm a bit confused, and the technique I'm going with is breathing into my heart, opening my chest. As that happens, it fills my abdomen, not focused on my genitals, but focused on my heart, knowing that I am love. Aham Brahma, my consort's favourite mantra. Aham Brahma. And then after the inspiration, because it's cyclic, that comes down the front, move awareness to my genitals as I breathe out and contract. As that happens, move the energy up my spine, and in that I'm pretty sensitive to the movement of energy, so I can feel it in my shoulders when I exhale and contract my PC muscles. Keeping the energy cyclic, or the breath cyclic, that's what I'm trying to do, as well as at the same time the levels. I've explained that, going up to 4, coming back to 2, going up to 5, coming to 3, going up to 6, back to 4, 7, 5, 8, 6, 9, 7, going up and down in the levels to appreciate my own arousal so I can understand the experience for me. I'm still finding it hard because, like I said, I like to go up in arousal, don't like to go down, but it's not doing me any good. Now I can't even make love intimately with penetration for longer than 10 minutes. I beat myself up. I need to relax, man. Open my heart, be kind to myself. That's the main thing. Know that I've showed up and know that I've brought everything to the table to work on myself. Don't even beat myself up that I've got an incessant need to grow as a human being and be the best I can be. Self-awareness, self-inquiry is so phenomenal. I go into hell to experience hellfire to clean the crucible inside me, which is like full of these pains that determine my experience in everyday life through subconscious programs playing out unconsciously. So here I am, 2 weeks into it, experiencing pain, giving myself a bit of gratitude and going easy on myself to go, right. That's all you can do. Be patient. Patience not my strong suit, but be patient. Pretend you're in a combi. Go from there, man. Give yourself a fist pump. Not in like that. Just go, fuck, bro, you're going alright. It's hard, but you've come to the party to face the music. Some you might resonate with, some you might not, but ultimately it's what you asked for, so go with it. In the greatness of that, I will say Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Mahadev, Hara Hara Mahadev, Hara Hara Mahadev. What on earth is Kundalini? Share the world, peace.